Today, we're going to do one of my favorite bands ever, but we're going to do a little bit of a twist. I'm going to teach the acoustic version of this song so we can just strum it out because, you know, the electric part's pretty sparse. It's kind of, which I'm going to go over, by the way, and I'm going to do a solo lesson as well, so that's coming really soon. But as for the rest of us out there that might just be couch jammers or whatever, let's just go over what the chords are and how to play it acoustically. And then if you're just by yourself, you know, singing for the party or whatever, you're gold. Down below, there's a strum link, and that will help you out with all sorts of stuff for the right hand. Tighten up that rhythm, give you ideas to maybe even write your own song. The link is in the description box down below, so check it out. As for the tune, pretty basic, so let's zoom in for a closer look. All right, so let's check out what we're going to do in the first part of the rhythm. By the way, I'm cutting out the first 425 minutes with the big band and all the, you know, stuff with all the organs. It's not quite applicable if you're by yourself with an acoustic, so we'll just go from the verse, okay? It's going to sound like this. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to do an F sharp minor chord. You just bar E to E on the 2nd fret, and then A and D 4th fret to an A chord. Now the reason I'm going to do it with one finger is because I want to sneak in these two fingers on the 3rd fret B and the 4th fret D, and then to a typical E major bar or E major chord. Now, the strumming pattern, while it may seem a little, you know, interesting at first, has a nice fluid movement to it once you get it down. And what we're going to try to do is simulate what the band is creating, okay? So the guitar part, the electric guitar part, is really pretty sparse. So this will kind of get us the feel of the song. Now that's going to be the first part. Okay, so I got down. Okay, so I go down, up, down with muted, the next part. And then, and that's up, up, down. Okay, so we got. One more time. And then after that, I just go down, up, down, up. So all together. Okay, now the A is going to be a little bit different. Okay, so it's going to have 3 upstrokes in it. And then up, down. Okay, so one more time. And then back to our first drum pattern. Now the next part, really cool D chord. What you're going to do is you're going to flatten out and bar the G, B, and E strings. You're going to play the D from the D string down. So I'm just going to go down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And then we're going to do an A chord. Imagine doing a typical A chord, but you're going to switch some fingers around, and you're going to be on the D string 2nd fret, the G string 1st fret, and the B string 2nd fret. Okay, and you're going to go back and forth between, let's see. going to go to a different chord. It's a C sharp minor. Okay, take this exact same shape from the 4th fret all the way down from the A string, and then we have the 6th fret of the D and G, and then the 5th fret of the B. Take that whole shape down 2 frets. Okay, now we're going to cut this one a little bit short, so we're going to go. Okay, so we got. So it's down, down, up, up, down, down, and then. So what I did there was I grabbed the low E, 2nd fret, and then I hit the low E string open. And then you would start back over, and it goes into a guitar solo, and we play that part again, I think 4 times. Okay, so what we're going to do is review it slowly. So again, we got down, down, up, down, down, up, A, down, up, down, down, up. Okay, 3rd time around on the D, C sharp minor, B minor, and then back down. Okay, now does the same thing, but then it goes into another part of the song altogether. So you're going through this D, this A, you get to here. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to do this Hendrix style chord. Okay, and what you do there is you go to the 2nd fret of the A string, 1st fret of the D, 2nd fret G, 3rd fret B. And then the next part of the chord, and I'll give you the strum pattern in 1 second, is you're going to take your pinky off and now flatten your 1st finger. And that'll get you into the new part. So again, it's that Hendrix chord you may be familiar with. If not, now you know the Hendrix chord, although it's usually played in E when it's referred to the Hendrix chord. Then flatten out your 1st finger, take off your pinky. And then it goes into the very end part. So let's break that rhythm section down one more time. Okay, so let's go over the next part. All right, so that next part, let's keep the same strum pattern. I'm going to come into this chord super cool. Right, we're going to go on the A string, 2nd fret, the D string, 4th fret, and then all the other strings are open. Okay? And I do a little reverse rake on that one. Right, so I go down, up, down, down, up, down, down. So I keep the same pattern going, right? And then same pattern the whole time. And you can do every once in a while you can sneak in a little A suspended 4th if you want. That's the 3rd fret of the B string, so. Okay, if you want, I'm just catching all those switches on upstroke, so. back to. Now it does that a number of times. And then at the very end of the song, to close out the song, it's going to go to this chord. Pretend you're playing an E major chord, okay? Take that up one set of strings and scoot it up one fret. So now it's on the E third, A third, and the D second. Okay? So you got that. Then you're going to go to B minor. Okay, now we're going to do this F major 7. Now, what I'm doing there is it's basically like an F bar chord, right? But we're going to keep the high E open. So to do that and to compensate for that, all my fingers are going to be just like they would, you know, these 3 fingers, just like they would in an F major bar chord. But what I'm going to do is put my first finger on the B string. You can either play the low string with your thumb, or you can just mute it out. Okay, so far, it's... So we're going to do, pretend you're doing a G bar chord, 3rd fret, E to E, and you would just take off this finger. Okay? Now, we're going to revisit our Hendrix chord that we were doing, but we're going to take it up to the 5th fret. So it's going to be A 5th, D 4th, G 5th, B 6th. And we're going to do that same move where I flatten out my first finger. Keep these 2 fingers in the same spot and just flatten that one out down to the B. And then we're going to go back to B minor. And that would end the song. So, what we can do... Okay, so those 2 chords here, once we get to the G, and then down, down, B minor, and you are gold. So play along with the album, check it out. Those are all the chords, and this is the, you know, the kind of interpretation I come up with so we can play it on an acoustic, cover the kind of the rhythm and the feel of the song, but make it so we can play it on an acoustic and strum along with the actual album. So check it out and have fun with that one. Yes! Way to go. Don't forget the strumming link down below. It's your ticket to the right hand. That's the biggest stumbling block when I get students on my own